Okay, we're going. Okay, so Kieran wanted to venture off for personal reasons, probably a bathroom break. Alexandra did not want to have to hold the leash, metaphorically speaking, and so Ariane has reluctantly agreed to escort Kieran on a slight detour, with Stig and Lit following, and there is just that kind of momentary, hopefully, hiccup. We should see them again in the future. We don't know yet. Vern apparently walked off into a corner all by his lonesome. I'm guessing that's to signify that Vern has a lot on his mind, Frosty?
Indeed.
Nobody seems to want to help him. Nobody except Mathras. Does Vern shoo him away, or does Vern accept that the young man has come over?
Let's see.
Rolling to find out.
Yep. I don't think Vern physically noticed him. He's in his thoughts.
Well, Mathras will kind of try to get Vern's attention then.
With?
Probably not poking so much as just like an awkward cough to the side, kind of just bobbing his head, trying to get into Vern's peripheral.
What?
I can't help but sense that you feel a great amount of doubt.
Doubt? Well, not as much as doubt. That's just...
Perhaps
maybe doubt.
My talent can be of assistance to you.
Thank you, but no thanks. I want to figure this out by myself.
Well, as you wish, then. But I am in service to the Emperor and in service to his Inquisition. So do be aware that I can aid you if you wish.
Yeah, thank you for your offer, but I really feel like I have to figure these things out by myself.
As you wish, sir. Okay, well, elevator ride, walking, more elevators, etc. You'd eventually find yourselves at your destination. I don't have any particular map set up for this, but it would essentially just be the Noble District, so much higher quality living conditions. Of course, with the state of the hive in general, it's kind of, well, maybe the flowers aren't quite as beautiful as they might be if they had all the money and resources they wanted. If he else has a map of the area, he would be able to pretty much get you where you need to go. And you basically find a... Oh, I'm getting a message here. Sorry, just it was a quick private message. A vaunted kind of hall that's rather... Well, not super ornate, but there is a great deal of trophy kills. So stuffed and mounted animals, tusks and bones of certain creatures, maps, and various bric-a-brac, and questionably some might seem to be of Xeno origins. I think, Krios, you're the only ones for forbidden lore Xenos, right?
Press again.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, sorry, say again.
I believe you're the only one with forbidden lore Xenos.
I believe so.
All right, give me a quick roll. I think that is exactly your intelligence. So you can't be sure without examining them more closely, but a few of the bric-a-brac do seem to be of Xenos origins in your vague understanding of Xenos technology and relics.
Well, that's curious.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, well, that's curious.
And is he saying that out loud, or?
Sorry, it's like sort of skeletons or artifacts, like weapons, gems, pots. I mean, what sort of thing are we talking about here?
All sorts of stuff. So there does seem to be some weapon-like items, though most of them are clearly Imperial in nature, hunting rifles and whatnot locked up in display cases. There seem to be trophy weapons that have been used in the past but aren't currently in use. The place is deserted, though. So while you guys do see tons of different bric-a-brac, trophies, etc., you haven't met anyone yet.
Well, I forget, do I actually have... Of course, I've got a fucking optic mechadendrite. I will take some pics of these items, and then I shall do no more.
So you're just taking some photos at the moment?
Basically, yeah.
Okey-doke.
This is not the most important thing to do right now. That person needs saving. Oh, fuck. This is an Eldusk. Shit, this is some heresy right here. You can wait.
Okay.
Famous last words.
The rest of you wouldn't notice anything in or out of place because the rest of you don't really know what you'd be looking at as far as I can tell from your character sheets and your knowledge skills.
So you basically see a smaller mechadendrite of Krios is just poking off to the side. It's not quite tentacly, but it's not like a big clunky arm. Look at things, maybe make a clicking sound, and then you just walk on, being all mysterious.
Actually, though, Haley, you're pretty good with machines. Roll tech use, not tech use, sorry, knowledge your tech, which would be... You have +10 in tech. Oh, yes. So you definitely know what Krios is up to. He's taking photos of the items. All right, go ahead and roll, Vern.
Nope.
Did you want to fake that?
Nah.
And that, oh my god, and Shelby too. Shelby, did you want to fake that? It would be more amusing if you didn't, I'll say that much. Okay, so, yeah. So, you will both notice at the same time a skeleton of what you two believe to potentially be a demon. It's a horned, hunched figure, humanoid, with bony tail, clawed fingers, and posed in a rather dangerous posture. And it's near the back, and it's apparently a high value trophy. Shelby, you do not detect any sort of residual paint on it, but you also can tell quite clearly that whatever it is dead. There is no life sign, warp or natural or whatever at this point.
That's an ugly motherfucker.
Burn, do you not care that they have a demon skeleton?
Well, sort of, kind of, but we have bigger fish to fry, and it's a skeleton. It's not going to kill us, hopefully. And besides, I have my missile launcher.
I've got Henry.
Okay, so you guys are just going to ignore the demon skeleton.
For now, at least.
For now. Well, at the moment, this place seems kind of deserted. So you guys are basically just wandering around a trophy hall.
Well, I am making post haste for the communications area.
So Krios is saying, forget about this and just go straight to the comm center then?
Well, that was his intention from the start.
I thought we were after the suits because the other ones wanted the suits.
Which is closer?
This, like you're at the place where theoretically there would be people who have suits. It is the a Noble Adventurers Guild.
I see. Do the maps I have any indications of any storerooms?
Sorry, what was that?
Do the maps I have in my brain have any indication of any storerooms or maintenance rooms or storage areas?
You wouldn't necessarily know what the rooms are, but you do have detailed maps. There are multiple rooms located just beyond this hall, which, logically speaking, would be where someone might store things they don't want on display.
How many are there?
Quite a few. So your best bet would probably roll a logic roll to try and logically deduce where a logical person might lock up their things. Or you could just roll a die and guess. And Shelby Talia would not have an answer to your question. She just kind of Trios, that is just a failure, I believe. You don't have any bonuses to your... Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, that's... Haley has bonuses to her logic. Krios, on the other hand, just has logic trained. So, logically...
I'm sorry.
So I was going to say, logically speaking, you're dealing with nobles. Nobles are not renowned for being logical. That's Krios' deduction, anyway.
In that case, I'm just going to start looking in the nearest rooms.
Okay, so will everyone continue to follow Krios?
Since he has the map, yes.
Yeah, just follow Krios.
It's not a dress, it's a tactical gown. That was a joke. I regret it immensely.
Alrighty. So, Krios will begin the snooping. So, first room, if everybody could just roll an awareness for me, please. Haley, it comes down to you. Wow. Okay. It appears to be a dark and empty room. There's probably some machinery somewhere in the back that's running, but there doesn't seem to be anything of immense value in here.
There's been no tricky business happening in this particular hive, has there?
None that Trios has been exposed to, but the rest of the party states that there was a demon and cult.
I believe time is of the essence, as I've stated many times, I'm sure you remember. I'm debating whether myself and maybe Haley should go off and do these communications while the rest of you keep looking. I can't tell from the maps I have which rooms could be storerooms. These are nobles we're talking about. They have as much sense as a boiled frog. I don't see the point in all of us going to a door and all of us looking in and going, no, I can't see anything there.
Talia will object, saying she'd like to be involved in the communications and she'd like to make sure that the environmental suits are, up to snuff. And if Krios is suggesting that Haley and Krios go up to the communications array, then that's definitely bad because they're the only other two she feels confident would be able to tell if the environmental suits are up to snuff.
Yes, I said Haley because extra tech knowledge might be useful. In that case, Haley, why don't you stay here and I'll go with, who wants to come with me? Who wants to look for the suits?
I'll go with the suit team because I might be able to find some ammunition for my bolt weapons at the same time.
Oh, very selfless of you.
Talia kind of sighs frustratedly. Well, I guess we have microbeams, right? Krios, have you keyed yourself into our communication network?
Yes.
Okay. I suppose Talia will agree to stay with Krios. Actually, it depends on where Vern is going for Talia.
To be honest, Vern doesn't really care about the suits that much. He would be more interested about the comms.
Right, so that's kind of what Talia was afraid of, so she's going to want to go with Vern. Which at this point just means Haley and Alexandra are looking for suits by themselves.
Seems so.
Looks like it.
Alrighty then. Oh, no. The astropath is not leaving Shelby.
Hold on. Krios, before you go.
Yes?
Think you can give us a copy of the maps?
I assume it's a data slate I can just space Wi-Fi it to it.
You have a mind impulse. You can literally plug a data slate into your head.
I will take the relevant cable and plug. There you go.
Okay, give me a tech use roll to see how quickly you can download that information.
I'm gonna fit roll that because it's my brain we're talking about.
So, Krios, you're down to 1 fate point.
I also assume that this is Talia's data slate because I don't have one anymore.
I'm going to say Krios is a man who comes prepared and has a handful of data slates.
That works too.
My wallet is just full of them.
So with that roll, that's more than 5 degrees of success. So yes, Krios, you can very quickly download. There's not going to be a completely detailed map because the data slate just doesn't have that capacity for information that your head does, and you will provide enough of a map that she will not be able to. Well, you hope she's intelligent enough not to get lost using the map.
Okay, well, I'll keep you updated when we find the communications room. Likewise, if you can keep us updated if you find any suits, much appreciated. Thank you.
No problem.
And yes, Brooke is here.
So she'll let us know when she wants to be added to the call. So yeah, was there anything else anybody wanted to do before we split up the party?
Shoot everyone!
This is a bad idea.
I'd agree with Haley, but I'm just a GM.
Well, at the end of the day, how big a rush do you people think this is out of character? How big a rush are we in? Is it imperative we get this Inquisitor right now, or do you think they're under control? By the sounds of it, it is just this chap or chapette Vidar and his and or her chums against a whole hive of plague-loving cultists.
Not even chums.
He's all alone in the Nurgle Tower.
The chum's already dead.
Yeah.
Well then, I would say that is a pretty big emergency. If indeed this Inquisitor is worth saving.
Also... Sorry.
Nah, go for it.
I was just about to say that Vern has been wanting to go to that tower for a while already, and he was ready to leave the suits behind, but he was pleaded that think about it and get the fucking shoots.
Then I will keep on going on my course of action.
Right. Okay. So basically, Krios, Shelby, Talia, Mathras, and Vern will depart, and Alexandra and Haley alone in this creepy haunted hall, trophies and dim lighting and weird gurgling sounds from dark corners. Are you just going to go door to door or what?
Well, they're all like little storage rooms, right?
You've only looked at one so far, and it seemed to be... No one bothered to turn on the lights, but what you could see in the room, there were no sealed environmental suits. It was probably like a lounge or something, like a cigar room.
Okay, but guess I'll bring up the map real quick for review.
Okay. Now you don't have navigation, so give me a logic roll. You're quite good with logic.
Except when I do that.
Did you want to fix that?
I tapped the slate and I fixed the bug.
Apparently.
Damn straight you do.
Okay. So, yes, in that case, you were holding it upside down for a moment. It's a data slate model you had seen before. Yes, it's actually quite extensive, this area. It looks like it goes on into possibly some personal chambers or residential area. There's no real label, though, to indicate what's what. So you're basically just looking at a bunch of outlines of rooms, and they seem to get bigger and more complex the deeper you go.
This may take a while.
I think it'd be best if we start off with anything on the map that kind of looks like a storage room or a warehouse.
I show her the map just to show her that the rooms are just outlines. like get bigger as they go.
And Bob, Brooke is ready to join the call.
Okay.
So I guess we try this one at a time, unless you got a better idea.
Looks like we're gonna have to do that. Just try to stay out of the areas that kind of look residential.
Well, no, there's no way that Alexandra would know if they are residential or not, unless you want to roll a logic roll as well. But just to say, welcome to the call, Brooke. We'll be with you in just a moment. I just want to finish with Alexandra and Haley here.
Okay, I'm still getting a message.
Well, we should keep an eye distance with each other, so we'll just try to stay in the same area and we just do 2 doors at a time, I would say.
Fair enough. Don't forget the lights.
Do you know how to turn those on?
I'm pretty sure there should be some panel to commune with the spirits once we open the doors.
Okay.
You do know how to work those, don't you? Just get moving.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, just give me a general search rolls for each of you. Okay. It'll be Alexandra who's the winner then. She'll open a door to a rather, what's the word? Grandiose bathroom, multi-tiered running fountains, marble sink tops and whatnot. Pretty much just about ready to turn around when she hears a toilet flush off in the distance.
Well, going to quickly leave the room and go find Haley, because we weren't informed whether we were supposed to be talking with people or not.
Yeah, well, you said you'd be keeping within eye shot of each other. Oh,
Yeah.
I can hear myself talking. Okay, so Haley is within eye shot on you, so.
Okay, gonna quickly go over the book. Quickly over to Haley and tell her, like, there's somebody in the found the bathroom and somebody's about to come out.
Okay.
So what do we do? You're sort of in charge right now.
Well, unless they make a nuisance of themselves, let them finish their business and go on.
Okay. Well then. Well, I'll just go try a different door then.
Or you can ask them for directions. Perhaps they might know.
Okay.
So are you just going to wait at the door till someone comes out, or?
Be polite, yes.
Okay. And, sorry, just a second, getting messages here. Okay. All right. Sorry. I guess So yeah, the guy will step out of the bathroom. I take it, is Alexandra what? Leaning next to the wall or what?
Not really like leaning along like she's clearly waiting. Not. Yeah, I would say pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you'll be able to see the guy before he sees you. He's fairly well dressed, but you have a somewhat noble background, right?
Not really noble, like high.
Well, upper echelons.
Yeah.
So give me a scrutiny roll. All right. Well, he's fairly well dressed, bald man, middle aged, maybe below middle aged. He does not seem to notice you though, and just begins walking down the hall away from you, just quietly whistling to himself.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
And willpower roll. He leaps back a few feet, turns around, and yelps slightly. And, oh my! Excuse me, I didn't realize anyone was here.
Apologize about that, sir. Do you happen to be a membership of this adventuring hunting club?
Oh, no. My name is Hammond Lufkin. I am the attendant for this guild hall. How may I help you, ma'am?
Yes. We are curious if we may purchase some of the things you may have in storage that you may have access of for our own use.
Are you members of the guild, ma'am?
No.
Oh, then I'm afraid you will have to put in an official request to have a membership with our guild before I can permit you to go any further within the grounds. At this time, I'm going to have to ask that you leave. Hello there, young lady. You'll now notice Haley as well.
Hello.
Should I assume you two are together?
No.
Oh, my apologies. I am Hammond Lufkin, and I am the attendant for this guild hall. How may I be of assistance?
Yes. You see, I had something and it just completely left my head.
There you go. Was it involving the Inquisition? Was it involving a lie?
A lie, yes. Which I'm fucking terrible at, so this is not gonna work at all unless I roll like a 2.
Joe, just so you know, do whatever you feel like doing because Alex is at the point of just flashing her own personal badge.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid having you do.
That's why I want you to try to intercede and have Haley do something.
Okay, well, do you want to have a break right now? We'll go to to Brooke, I guess, and you can just, as things come to you, maybe jot it down on a notepad or something so you don't have brain farts.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I know that you have really rough days on Fridays.
Yeah, like I said, that should clear up in about 2 weeks or so, hopefully.
Yep.
But
okay.
As for me, I really got to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. So, Brooke, welcome on. We had Scout here earlier, but Scout was feeling very rough, so she departed. We had the temporary excuse that Tyrion and Ariane ventured off from the rest of the party for just a little personal detour of Tyrion's. And they'd be able to catch up again. It doesn't look like Scout made any indication of coming back tonight. So what we'll end up doing is basically just GM PCing Ariane again, and Tyrion will be able to catch up with either half of the party. But before we get into that, I just want to let you know I already chat with all the other players, so I just want to update you on this as well. Because last week there was a lot of interruptions of other players and whatnot from people talking over each other, what has been established for everybody is to use basically some text cues. Now, since Fungi and Frosty are overseas, they have a delay and a lag in their VoIP, so they have priority. If they're talking and just because of the delay, someone else is talking at the same time, that other person should stop talking. So Frosty and Fungi basically have the priority there. Now, in character, if your character would interrupt someone, then to signify that, in map tool text, send 3 exclamation marks. It's basically indicating that your character is interrupting in character. If you want to be the next person in character to say something in a dialogue, just 1 exclamation mark, just to sort of like raise your hand, just to say, I'd like to say something without actually saying, I want to say something. And if you want to crack jokes, then just do OOC. I noticed Vern was already doing that, I think. Yeah, so yeah, just do some kind of way to signify that what you're typing in text is not what your character is actually saying or doing. Hello, Brooke, you there?
You not hear me?
Oh, you're extremely quiet.
How about now?
Exact same volume.
Hold on a second.
That was a little louder.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear us? Okay, well, I can hear myself now, so I'm guessing are you saying something right now then?
I wasn't. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, I can hear you now. But yeah, getting a lot of feedback at the moment. So when you aren't talking, just try to remember to mute from inside Skype.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. Actually, at the moment, would Tyrion, well, I assume somebody would communicate over the microbead for Ariane and Tyrion's benefit that the party has split up. At the moment, Haley and Alexandra are looking for the environmental suits, while Krios, Vern, Talia, Shelby, and Mathras are going to the communications tower. Which one would Tyrion try to lead Ariane to?
She wouldn't probably go to the communications tower because she wouldn't think she was any help. So I guess Haley and Alex.
Okay. So we'll have to just wait till Joe gets back before we proceed with that. But you might just be exactly what they need to resolve their present conundrum. So in the meantime, I guess we may as well get back to the other party. While you guys are approaching the communication tower, you will be met with quite a bit of barricades and resistance and Arbites and enforcers patrolling areas Are you just going to flash your badges and say move aside, or are you going to try and get past them in other ways?
I think now is not the time for subtlety.
I agree.
So Vernon's just going to hold his badge out and say, we're going to the communications tower, get out of the way?
Pretty much, except he would, question what's the situation here. Why is there, barricades, and why isn't there any people here?
No. In your area, it's fine. It was just the Adventurers Guild that was barren.
Yeah, but, that kind of, raised some questions. So why is that area abandoned?
Okay, give me an inquiry roll.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so you ask a few people here and there, and eventually you get the answer that, those noble, this would be from one of the enforcers in the area, who would say, those noble bigwigs and such, they left the hive as soon as they realized the war outside was going to take more than just a few months to get over. Good riddance, really. Those ones say they weren't like the good nobles that are here. Those were the pomp and frou-frou ones who were always on about their own personal glory. Yeah. So good riddance to them. I mean, there's still a few nobles here that, but most of the nobles that stuck around are good, worthy nobles.
What about for the barricades and the fuzz and huzz on these?
This is an important communications network in a war zone. You can't let just anybody in or out.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what I was expecting.
Well, with all due respect, sir, I think I've heard about you guys. You were down in the lower floors yesterday, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, news travels pretty fast. We've received orders from the Arbite proctors stating that the proctor down at the lower north precinct had basically got cooperation from the people up, the proctor from up here to give you all access pass to whatever you need.
Thank you.
Well, we serve the Emperor, sir.
Likewise.
Do you need me to guide you anywhere? I mean, I'm on duty right now, but I'd be more than happy to help.
I look at Krios and I say that we will find our way to the communication tower by ourselves, but thank you for your offer.
Oh, Emperor protects.
Though if you could point us in that direction, that would be useful.
Are you saying that you can't reach your own map?
I'm saying if there's a guy that works here and he knows where it is, I'd be a fool not to ask for directions.
But come on, you've done so fine so far.
Do you want to get lost and look like a fool?
Well, I can just blame you for getting us lost.
Yes, sir. Could you direct us to the comms room, please?
It would be my pleasure. Right this way.
Thank you. You fucking dickhead. That's Vern, not this guy.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so eventually you'd make it to the communications tower, which is a hybrid of sort of a sealed astropathic area that's off to the side, as well as a main communications area, which is your more traditional radio waves, satellite dishes, etc.
Okay.
So you've been led, so...
I will use the communications device then. Or rather, I'll talk to Vern first. Would you rather... Alright, the reason we're here is to initiate this grand attack plan of mine. It might make more sense for you to do it as you are Vern. No, you are Vern. You are Kyson's essentially his representative here. I am just another lackey. I'm happy to make the call, but it might be better coming from you.
Yes. I agree with you. Out of character, I don't remember the plan completely, but yeah.
Okay, fun. Do you want to review the plan?
Sure. The plan is we need to... the main goal is this Nurgle Tower. It needs to be destroyed because it is a huge source of corruption and probably the hub of all the nastiness that's happening on this planet, or at least this city. So tower
that was given.
Needs to come down. Now, we can't bring the tower down because we need to get the Inquisitor who's inside out. So we need to go in there and get the Inquisitor. But we can't get the Inquisitor because there's flak cannons stopping us from flying up there. So what we need to do is organize a big grand offensive on this tower. That will have the double effect of distracting all of the forces at this tower. So we'll have less opposition. The army's main goal will be to destroy those anti-air guns. Anything else they can do, that's gravy, that's great, whatever. But those anti-air guns need to go down. Once the anti-air guns are down, we, on board Valkyries or whatever else we have, fly to the higher levels where there will be, I can only assume it's a hive, there must be 40k word for helipad. We then go there and we go in like that. We find the Inquisitor. That's the only flaw in this plan, is it involves finding a fucking Inquisitor in a hive. But hopefully he has some sort of locator beacon or Vox network. Maybe he's been captured and is in the big bad room. Because there's always a big bad room. I mean, come on, it's chaos. There's always a big bad room. Hopefully he's in there. That'd be handy. We go in there. We rescue him. If we cannot rescue him, we search for as long as we can before we need to leave. If the army is doing well, we can just help eradicate from the top down while they meet us top up. If the army is doing badly, we get the fuck out. We may have to leave the Inquisitor there. We don't know yet. That will all be known once we're in there. And then once the Inquisitor is out, or once we've given up, which I hope doesn't happen, we then use all the tanks that I helped repair from the capital to just shell it into oblivion. We have siege tanks, we have battle cannons, which are relatively short range, but can still help, and we just keep pumping munitions into it until it is dust.
No, there was also Lynn.
Well, yes. As far as I'm aware, Lynn is the one in charge of the guard forces, so I want to talk to her about this.
Like that's Vern.
So, because Krios doesn't know what Lynn is doing. Once he knows, well, tables might be flipped.
Okay.
And then Krios has his own call to make. Be quiet, Lynn.
So, Vern, what is your stratagem?
Well, I believe we first get hold of ourselves with Lynn to see what the fuck she is doing.
Okay. So ring, 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 ring. Krios. Oh, well, actually, would you guys ask somebody to connect you? Would you ask people to leave because this is a private conversation? Or do you have Krios jack in and try and find the correct comm frequencies?
I mean, no discredit to these people, but I think I might be better at using this machine than they are.
Well, they have years and years of experience with this one particular machine, whereas you were just brilliant.
I'll do it myself unless anyone minds.
Okay, and how much privacy did you guys want for talk?
Probably some, at least, that these people aren't in the immediate earshot.
Okay.
This is inquisitorial.
Matters.
Yeah, so some kind of privacy is needed. I mean, we probably don't want to shoot them out of this room because it's a war and they need to keep up the communications. But yeah, try to get at least some room.
They're only Arbites. They're okay. Never mind. Yeah, go on.
Okay, I was going to say, there's all sorts of different, this is a very large communications hub. So there is Arbites communication, there is Nobles communication, there is administrative communications hubs, and technically there would even be one that is, I'm going to say there's one predestined that's isolated for inquisitorial, and your badge will allow you access to it. So you will have a private room. Anyway, I kind of sort of forgot about that.
Yeah, I had the
groovy,
nice little badge.
Okay, Krios, give us your titles. And Haley, Haley's not there. Never mind. Very magical, yes, indeed.
It'll do.
Also, it sounds like Scout will actually be returning shortly. Let her know to contact Bob when she's ready. So, Krios, it does actually take you quite some time to find the correct communications channels and then get through the minutia of administrative protocol, departamentorium, or however you pronounce it. You have to do it this way. You have to contact this person before you can contact that person, yada, yada, yada. And you're basically just working your way through all of it. It takes you a bit of time. Since Joe is back, Joe. Oh, Joe? Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Joe. Okay. So Brooke came back while you were in the bathroom, and I think she came back before you were in the bathroom. But Tyrion has decided while you were in the bathroom that she's going to be joining Haley and Alexandra. So, do you remember what Haley wanted to do?
I came up with something, actually, yeah.
Okay. So we'll initiate that, and then Tyrion and Ariane will follow in shortly after.
All right. So, left off with him asking what was it I wanted, right?
Yep.
Okay, well. Well, as you can see, I am with the... I have been sent by the PDF.
How would... You said you can see? You said?
I'm wearing full guard flak armor, basically, remember?
I thought the armor... No, the armor we gave you was equivalent to guard flak, but it was not guard flak. It was an enforcer armor.
Oh, I thought it was just straight up guard flak. Shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't be giving out guard weapons and armor at an enforcer station.
Well, that's not gonna work then.
So you could suggest that you
flopping
police, basically. Sorry, what?
No, what were you going to say, sorry?
I was saying you could suggest that you're with the police, and that line would be a little more believable.
Yes, well, it's about say, okay, flip it. I'm with the enforcers.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
From the 40th level.
Sorry, okay, so you're saying you're... Are you done, or were you going to say more?
Well, I think you want me to roll at this point, right?
Oh, that's what I was just going to see. Were you going to compound the lie first, or not?
Yeah, I'll keep going then. There has been a series of incidents over the past few days, and due to some chemical leaks, we are in desperate need of some void suits for cleanup. Now, I was sent up here to retrieve them. However, I am unfamiliar with these levels and could use a bit of direction.
I see. I am very much afraid that I've already been asked to set aside such items for someone else, and I'm terribly sorry that I will not be able to assist you with your present needs, but the Emperor willing will provide for you what you need.
Who is this someone else?
I would not be able to reveal such information.
Fucking Inquisitor again.
You say that out loud?
I think she'd mumble that, yeah.
Okay, roll an awareness. Sorry, what was that, ma'am?
Sorry about that.
At this point, he's got his one arm crossed and the other arm kind of resting against that one with his index finger stroking his chin. He's got this kind of coy smile at the moment.
Sorry, one of the side effects of the chemicals, I was exposed and it causes some muscle spasms for me and my jaw and throat.
All right, roll your deceive at this point. I should have made you roll sooner, but... Yes, ma'am. Well, as I was just telling this other fine lady, I'm going to have to ask you to leave immediately.
See, we can't do that. We need those suits.
Ma'am, I have asked you to leave. Now, neither of you seem to be high breeding, and so I shall stress to you that as the son of a nobleman, I have the authority to make you leave.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Bobo.
Sorry, Joe, but I highly doubt you have the authority to ask us to leave, and I'm going to show him the badge that Alexandra has. We had no choice. Sorry.
Okay, so while the badge is getting revealed, Brooke, Tyrion can walk into the hall.
I see Alex and Haley, right?
And Alex is holding out her badge. Well, no, this is the first time. Previously, she just said it. She didn't actually show the badge.
Well, I'm gonna walk up. Does anything happen?
At the moment, the man's jaw is just sort of dropped. Haley, Alexandra, you'll notice Tyrion and Ariane's entourage have arrived.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey. Man, glad you two could catch up.
There's clearly some problem here. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. We were just trying to go around this polite and without causing any kind of issue, but we kinda ended up having to pull rank.
Yes, no, my apologies. I was informed by the proctor to expect the Inquisition. I had not realized that you were who I was to expect. I'm sorry. I had no idea. Certainly, please follow me. I've already prepared a number of items that I hope will meet your needs.
Thank you. I do apologize about this. We just tried to go about this in a way where we wouldn't cause you any trouble. Try to be polite about this.
Roll a charm, Alexandra.
Great.
Please be good. Just please. I know I'm not trained in this, but please, dice, just be kind for once. Oh well, I'll just fade it anyway.
All right, so you're spending a fate point here.
Not so good. I don't know. I don't think that's enough with my current trauma. And not being trained in charm.
Well, it certainly hasn't soured the situation any further.
Yeah.
So, Hammond will offer to lead you all then.
Okay.
Jess, you're assuming Hammond is heterosexual. Okay. I'm guessing Scout still hasn't contacted you about Bob?
Nothing from Scout yet in any of the Skype chats.
All right. Why don't you just send her a message, just remind her to tell you when she's ready. But, yeah, so Hammond will lead the party on through the halls, and the guilds, and whatnot. He will remain quiet unless any of you speak to him. Did any of you want
Can you remind me, because I assume Tyrion would know what's going on, and I'm not entirely clear. Who is this guy? What is his job?
He is the attendant to this adventuring/hunting guild club. He's the one who pretty much maintains the place. He's kind of like butler-ish kind of thing, I would say. And he's pretty much taken us to the environmental suit and other gear that we may want before we tackle the Nurgle Hive.
Okay. He's not that useful to Tyrion.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess we still haven't heard from Scout. So I'm just going to say that Ariane doesn't interject anything. And he will lead you on through the building. Through this section of the hive, because it's all technically one building. And you see various chambers, libraries, and whatnot. But he just kind of passes by them as he leaves through some hallways. And eventually brings you to a storeroom that, for the most part, is empty right now. But it looks like he's already organized some items to the side that he will open up a few crates, showing that he's prepared some basically sealed suits that he was told by the proctor of this area to be required by inquisitorial agents. And he said he had no idea what sizes to prepare or how many to prepare, so he's got a couple of boxes with about 20 or so. He hasn't fully counted, done a full inventory, but he believes it should be approximately 20.
You definitely, you did good. You definitely went above and beyond Call of Duty, and you do the Inquisition well, and the Imperium well, in your service.
He will bow his head doing the sign of the Aquila to the prey.
I return the gesture.
Oh, Jess, are you dropped from the call?
No. Nobody's.
It was just a hiccup, apparently.
Yeah, probably just a hiccup.
Would it be appropriate to tip this man? I assume Tyrion would know this.
In, if it was purely in a nobility sense, certainly, but you're with the Inquisition, so it's entirely up to you whether you want to offer some kind of funding to him or to this guild. Actually, you know what? Tyrion, give me a quick roll.
Oh, geez.
Now, if your father were running this guild, Tyrion, you'd feel confident that he'd have this man hanged from the neck until dead for giving away guild items without the permission or authority of a noble. And since you got here, you haven't seen anyone aside from him in these grand halls. It seems like they're fairly empty. So if he's giving stuff away without permission from nobles, and nobles come back to find things missing, it depends on what kind of nobles they are, but you've met nobles that have killed men for less.
She will pull out I have like 3,200 thrones, something like that.
Double check that. 3,000.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. I think I have more than that written down.
I think you spent 100 or 200 in a previous session. So right now you're at 3,090.
She will pull out 1,000 thrones and say to the guy, as charmingly as possible, here to replace what you have given us.
He will be very appreciative of that, thanking Tyrion extensively, and say he'll make certain that this goes towards the guild's expenses.
Okay, so all that's here is environmental suits?
What else did you guys ask the proctor to prepare for you?
I honestly can remember environmental suits. Somebody else maybe remember if we did anything else.
Toby, you were the primary effort in this. Right. Okay. So, there would also be some kits in the crates, and there would be approximately let's say about 30 sealant kits.
Okay.
Out of character, people. If there's anything else you'd think the Adventure Guild would have, speak your piece now, because we'll just retcon it that you asked as much from the proctor earlier.
As I wasn't there, I shall say nothing.
Ask them if they have any. I know they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna have anything for my Angelus, but ask them if they have any bolt pistol rounds.
Now that's something you'd have to ask him in person here.
Wait, yes, which I'm gonna ask. Do they have? This place. Do you happen to have any? Oh, well, not have any. Do you happen to know if there's any hunting weapons and ammunition that's still around?
Well, yes, but we have an assortment of calibers. So was there something in particular you were looking for?
Something, anything for a bolt pistol or this. This bolt carbine on my back.
Well, give me your inquiry roll, and you'd have to show him the carbine, of course.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm training inquiry.
Actually, it will be 2 separate rolls.
Okay, yes, I am training inquiry. Okay. Okay. Bolt pistol. D100. Let me roll for my carbine. Re-roll for the pistol with a fate point. Fate for pistol. D100. 48.
Okay, so you're down to 1 fate point at this point. And with the fate reroll, that shall be sufficient. That there is a stockpile in Grand Marshal Francis Higginson's inventory. He is the only noble still present at the guild, however. I could lead you to him if you would like. Hello? Testing?
No,
Hello?
you didn't lost call.
Oh, okay.
Joe, Taryn, either of you have anything you would like to retcon or ask this guy?
Nope.
Might as well take a shot. Would this person happen to have any charges for a plasma pistol as well?
Well, never mind. Continue.
Give me your inquiry roll. I've never seen him utilize a plasma weapon before, but I honestly wouldn't put it past him. He's not the sort to take trophies back in one piece.
I see.
Kieran will turn to Haley and hand her her plasma pistol and all of her ammo. I think this is better suited for you. I will explain later.
Okay.
I don't know how much. I think I just have 1 canister and whatever is loaded into the...
You just have the 1 plasma pistol left, actually, because of all your previous jams. You used up all your other flasks.
Damn demon. Okay.
So, Haley, you can go ahead and give me an evaluate if you want to on the pistol that Tyrion is offering you. This thing is a beaut. This thing is in remarkable quality. And let me just see. I'm actually going to send this privately.
Hello.
All right, Haley.
Where did you
apparently
get
you've just
this?
been.
I've had it since we started this mission. Something may have happened when you know what happened. According to Mathrist.
Okay, then. I'll holster it.
Okay.
How far
So,
is... sorry.
You were going to ask how far away is Francis?
Yeah.
He's in the cigar lounge. I will most. I will. It would be my pleasure to lead you there. I must warn that he is how can I put this delicately? He was intentionally left here by the other members of the guild because they did not appreciate his company and felt it was better suited to leave him here alone.
Oh, this should be good then. Alex, you have a microbead, right?
Yeah.
Contact the others, tell them we have the suits. Once they're done, rendezvous with us. We'll go check this out, try to get you some ammo, and then return here.
I was thinking about the same thing, because we gotta see if we can find anything that will fit us first before we go talk to this man.
Ariane, you and your entourage want to stay here and watch the suits?
Yes, of course.
Alright, let's get going.
Okay, I'm gonna go over the microbead and try to contact anybody in Vern's group that has the microbead, which would be Vern, Talia, and Krios, I think.
Yeah, Krios and Shelby now has been queued to the party as well.
Okay, so pretty much everybody then. Okay.
Yeah, I think Haley at this point is the only one left without a microbead.
Because it exploded.
Because she exploded.
Talia doesn't have hers anymore because Talia gave hers to Ariane.
Okay. So it's just... Oh, well, it's... Okay, so it's just
Everyone
the players.
except Talia. Yeah.
So just the players then, okay. Okay.
Alrighty. So you're contacting them, letting them know an update. Was there anything else you want in detail?
Just saying pretty much we found the suits. There's a lot of different ones. We're probably going to have to do a fitting. A fitting first to see if we can find any suits that will fit everybody. We're leaving Ariane. Me and Haley are going to go ahead and... Haley, and Tyrion are going to go ahead and see if we can contact with Noble, who has access to some bolt rounds that I could use.
Mm-hmm.
If you're curious where that is, apparently he's in the cigar lounge right now, so they have a heads up at least where our location is in case anything goes down.
Okay. Since we're just trying to... Or we're contacting... and we haven't done our things, Vern will just inform that after they're done, they should meet us in the communication room. Unless we finish first, but I really doubt that.
Well, except as Alexander's saying, you guys need to make sure your suit's fit. So you guys have to come here. They don't really have a reason, apparently, to go to the communications tower, at least according to Alexander.
Yes, but they do know where the suits are, and if we're not done with the conversation, they can come there and then lead us to the suits.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
That was at least my reasoning behind.
Okie doke. Well, we're going to let Joe split the recording, and then we'll go back to your conversation with Lynn. And I do hope, Jess, you're ready to be in the Lynn mind state for a little.